is. Well earned.
I am so glad I approved Marty Emerald's friendship request on Facebook. Because it popped up a couple of weeks ago, and I went, wow.
That would have been about what I called her, yeah.
Because Ron Roberts hit me up, and I said, deny. Marty Emerald, I said, no, I always liked her on the news. Okay. Wow. Wow. I thought I could smell proclamation when I walked in here today.
Well, got that stink.
I'd like to say that I'm speechless. But
Some people here probably would too. But
yeah, I can
doubt
imagine.
that.
This is wow. Well, this is pretty amazing. Thank you for setting that up.
You're welcome.
You want to hold that a second?
Carol, hold that.
I open mic, captive audience. That's always been when I've been in heaven. And you guys aren't chained down and there's no mic, so this will have to do. Thanks for coming. This means more than I really thought it would. I mean, I thought, okay, it's another KCR thing, yeah. Bruce said to me in October, you know, we're going to name the studio after you. And I said, oh, doggone it, I was hoping to sell that naming right to get a new audio board, but if you insist. And we just had Dan Cornthwaite here. I'm not sure how many of you saw him. I wanted him to come down here and see that there was indeed alumni that supported the radio station. And it was perfect, he did, and even better, he took off. So he'll have a good impression of us.
Joe, if you have any of those blue jokes you want to make.
You know, KCR is one of those things that it never really meets its potential, but it always exceeds expectations. And it's just a marvel to me that it's still here. I've always said that the KCR demographic is demented, yet dedicated, and they show up, and some of them have come here specifically to be part of KCR, and some of them never leave, like
Joe.
Myself and Joe. You know, the thing that this is good, and all the alumni stuff we've had has really been exciting. And watching a 60-year-old man talk to some 19-year-old kid, an in-depth conversation about the finer points of killer Segway making, just really said a lot. And it said, yeah, there's something here. It's mysterious. It's scary.
When that happened, that was my 40s then.
You were 40, yes.
Where is Tammy?
But I said 60. There was not only you.
Oh, okay.
But the thing that I started thinking about, well, what am I going to say to these people that doesn't really offend them? And I got to thinking about, what does KCR mean to me? And aside from all of the wacky antics that have gone on for the 30 years that I've been involved, about 30 years. Every year I get to meet a new KCR general manager, and it's amazing because they come in fresh-eyed and motivated and really ready to do something, and after a year, they're ready to be done. But then there's Rachel. Rachel came back 2 more times, so she did 3 stints as a KCR general manager.
Wow.
And Xavier did 2 stints as a general manager, and I think Jason, you did 2 as well. And to me, that's dedication. Because I can always go back to my office and shut the door, but these guys, they hang out here. They're dealing with disc jockeys that are brand new and confused and scared, and they just do it with aplomb, and I'm always amazed by that. And then the other thing is the opportunity to see and hear a brand new disc jockey do their very first show. Something we all did, something we all can recall. My first show was a 2 to 6, Sunday night, Monday morning, and I had an 8 a.m. summer chem class, which I did not pass. which I stopped going to because I could tell there just was no use. But KCR, it's a labor of love for me and for all of us, and it's more of a thing. It's more of a presence than a thing. You know, I think, well, what really is KCR? It's a little hole in the wall studio with really beat up equipment and dog-eared record albums and cracked CD cases and student disc jockeys, and it's sometimes painful to listen to, but it's compelling. It's just compelling content, and I love it, and I'm glad y'all came here, and I'm really honored, and I got to say this is something that I will remember as long as I can. So, thank you. I'll give you the loot.
There you go. Run.
Hey, I would like to know where we're going to put the plaque, because I brought some tools to install it.
Anywhere you want.
That's why we'll let
I
Joe
had-
do
I
it.
had-
Tell you where to put it, Joe.
Yeah, I'll tell you where to put it. Yeah, I was waiting for that one.
Well, I think
Well-
Scott should have a say in that.
I know that we can't put it in the hallway because they'll deem it a fire hazard. Look at the hair on that
I
guy.
have a place in
So we should probably
Your
do
hair's a fire hazard.
Yes, we should probably put it in the studio someplace. So whatever you think, Uncle Joe.
Well, I've got a spot in mind. I was going to put it just in that little wall right up close to the switches.
Right inside the studio, I think that's
Yeah,
perfect,
where you can
know.
see it from the window right here.
Oh,
So
yeah.
once you- Let me take this one. The other one
You want
is
to
for you.
scare
to
all
take home.
the possible new DJs away? Is that?
By the way, this isn't a crappy finish. You can yank that off of there, by the way.
The protective.
Yeah.
little
You knew
plastic
that,
cover.
didn't you?